Breaking news. Welcome to today's headline. Northern Elite not responsible for out of school children, says Sultan of Sokoto. To my dear listeners, good evening from wherever you're listening from. And before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Now the details. The Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Sahad Abubakar III, has debunked claims that the Northern Elite are responsible for the high number of out-of-school children in the region, attributing the issue instead of poverty and a lack of understanding about the importance of education. Speaking at the Traditional and Religious Leaders Conference on the Education of the Girl Child, held recently in Bauchi, the Sultan described such allegations as both false and mischievous. The event, which was organized by the Federal Ministry of Education and the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, AGILE, is in collaboration with the Sultan Foundation for Peace and Development, SFPD. The Sultan firmly rejected notions that Islam opposes girl-child education or that the elite intentionally prevent girls from being educated to perpetuate male dominance. Those saying we don't want the girl child to rise are completely wrong. He said, "It is not the education that is the problem, but how it is being carried out. Poverty and ignorance remain the greatest obstacles to educating our children, particularly girls." He explained that Islam encourages education, stating, "Islam promotes girl-child education because an educated woman is the foundation of a successful family and society. Without education, how will people worship Almighty Allah correctly?" The Sultan attributed the challenges to a lack of resources, explaining that many families cannot afford school uniforms, books, or fees. This, he noted, is why millions of children remain out of school, especially in northern Nigeria. If education is to be free and compulsory, government at all levels must take responsibility. Parents who are struggling to feed their families cannot be expected to bear the full cost of education, he added. The Sultan also called on northern governors, traditional rulers, and other stakeholders to collaborate in addressing the issue. He urged leaders to ensure that infrastructure, quality teachers, and adequate funding are prioritized. Whenever I see governors building schools, I commend them because these structures are essential. But we must also focus on hiring real teachers and equipping them with the necessary tools to teach effectively, he said. In his remark, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, who also spoke at the event, reiterated the commitment of northern governors to improving education in the region. He said that through the Northeast Governors Forum, leaders have developed strategies to combat poverty and ensure children, particularly girls, stay in school. We have adopted a peer review mechanisms and are collaborating with the federal government under the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, to build mega schools and strengthen human capital development Mohammed said. He acknowledged the role of traditional rulers in sensitizing communities about the importance of education. According to him, the Emir of Bauchi and other traditional leaders have been actively engaging with district and village heads to ensure children are sent back to school. This is not just about governance, it is about changing mindset. We need to address poverty at the mind and culture to bring about real change, he stated. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go in contribution to the news that I've read, personally, I feel what this Sultan is trying to do is just to defend um, their tribe. At least I have friends that are currently serving in the north side, and one of them actually shared one of their escapades with me that, in fact, even 2 weeks or 4 weeks after school has resumed, the children are still not in school yet. Many of them, they valued farming so much to the extent that they picked farming over their education. And that is how it has always been ever since their existence. And actually, it is a norms for their tribe that they do not value education. So what do we have to say to that? Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.